Good morning, students. Today we are going to start exercise 6.2 of chapter lines and angles. So before starting this exercise, let us recapitulate some theorems which are related to the two parallel lines and a transversal, right? So here you can see the two parallel lines are there, L and M. N is a transversal, which is by cutting these two parallel lines at these points. They are the points. So around these points, it is making some angles. The angles I have named it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can name anyway, right? So here you can see that these are 1 and 3 are the corresponding angles. Similarly, 5 and 7 are the corresponding angles. 2 and 4, 6 and 8. And if the lines are parallel, these corresponding angles are always equal. 1 is equals to 3, 2 is equals to 4, 5 is equals to 7 and 6 is equals to 8. Now there are alternate angles as well. What are alternate angles? 2 is equals to 7, 6 is equals to 3, right? They are known as alternate interior angles. Alternate interior angles. What are alternate exterior angles? 5 is equals to 4, 1 is equals to 8. If the lines are parallel, right? Only then they are equal. One more property is there that 2 plus 3 is equals to 180 degree. The sum of the interior angles is always 180 degree on the same side of the transversal. Similarly, 6 plus 7 will also give you 180 degree. So we are going to use this concept in solving some problems of this exercise. Let us start with the question number 1. Here is the figure given in front of you. So in this question, they have told us to find the values of x and y and then show that AB is parallel to CD. If I will show the corresponding angles are equal, or if I will show that x is equals to y, the alternate angles are equal, then I can prove that the lines are parallel, because we in this theorems we have already learned that in the previous classes that if these are also equal, then the lines are parallel, vice versa, right? So if the lines are parallel, these are true. If these are true, then lines are parallel. So similarly, if I will prove that x is equals to y, then I can say that these lines are parallel. First of all, we will find the value of y by the vertical opposite theorem. So we have learned in the previous exercise 1. So y is equals to 130 degree because they are vertically opposite angles. And this is a line. And on the line, this is making a linear pair. We know that very well. We have done in the 8th class as well that x plus 50 degree is equals to 180 degree. Let us remind this property. This is known as a linear pair. If these two angles lie on a straight line, they will give you the sum 180 degree. So my x will be is equals to 50 will go on that side. It will be subtracted. X is equals to 130 degree. So this has also come 130. This has also come 130. So these are known as alternate angles. So therefore, alternate angles are equal, which implies that AB is parallel to CD. Now, let us start our question number 2. These are the three parallel lines. AB is parallel to CD. CD is parallel to EF, which implies that all three lines are parallel to each other. And they have given that y ratio z is equals to 3 ratio 7. Okay. So now you have to find the value of x, y and z. These are the given things. You have to find the value of x, y and z. You can see here, these are the two lines which are cutting each other at this point. Name this point O. So this is also y. Why? Because they are the vertical opposite angles. You can write here this point. Angle CO, you can name it anything like P. Angle COP is equals to DO, name it Q, like DOQ, right? COP is equals to DOQ. So you can say that DOQ will be always y because they are vertically opposite angles, right? And it is already known that CD is parallel to EF. These two lines are parallel. So the angles on the same side of the transversal will give you some 180 degree. So your y plus z will give you 180 degree, right? Now it is given they are in the ratio 3:7. What does it mean? So let the y be 3x and z be 7x. Put the value. So 3x plus 7x will give you 10x is equals to 180 degree. So your x will be 180 divided with 10 will give you 18 degree. So with this I have got my y and z. How I will get my y and z? So instead of letting it be x, let it be w, because we are using x already in the question. So these things you have also to keep in your mind. If some variable you are already using in your question, that variable please don't use, and find the value of this unknown, that is w, that is 18 degree, right? Now here y is equals to 3w and z is equals to 7w. So it is 3 into 18, 7 into 18, which is equals to 54 degree and 126 degree. So now in the figure also you can see that these two lines are also parallel. AB is parallel to CD. If I will add x and y, it will give me 180 degrees. Some of the interior angles are always 180 degree. Now I know my y, that is 54 degree from here. So x plus y is equals to 180 degree. Put the value of y, take it there, x is 126 degree, right? Now in the question number 3, what is given? AB is parallel to CD, EF is perpendicular to CD, and GED. This full angle is given to you. EF is perpendicular to CD, and this also is given to you 90 degree, right? This full is also given to you. What they have told you to find? AGE, this angle. Now I will tell you step by step. First, AGE, the method you to find is, this line is parallel to this line. GE is the transversal. This angle and this angle, the transversal makes with these two lines. This is the first angle, let it be 1. And this is the second angle that this is making with this side. On this side, they are known as the alternate angles. They are equal. They have already given to you this angle in the question. So my AGE is also 126 degree by the alternate angles. Now next, GEF. GEF. Now you know that this full angle is 126 degree and this much is 90. How much this will be? This full angle minus 90 degree will give you GEF. How to write? GED is equals to GEF plus FED will give you this total angle. Put the value 126 is equals to angle GEF plus 90 degree. 90 degree will go on that side and your answer will be 36 degree GEF, right? So now next part, angle FGE. What you need to find? FGE. F, G and E. This one you need to find. If this I know, I can calculate this as well by applying the linear pair property or anything else, whatever you want. Okay. So this is one is what I have just calculated, 126 degree. 180 minus 126 degree, it will give you 54 degree by the linear pair. There are many other methods to find this, so you can apply this as well. So with this, our question number 3 is also finished. Students, please complete these 3 questions at your home. Thank you. Have a nice day.